like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the second interception and they were down 10, and that was a bad pass, I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Not the case.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that second interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender, Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The second one behind Tyreek Hill. It pops.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. This is Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Go ahead.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Williams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
There he goes, left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And he pushed it right